And I'm joined in studio now by Mr. Sterling Scott. He is the CEO of GrowLife Incorporated. PHOT is their stock symbol. Sterling, always good to see you.
Thank you, Don. Good morning.
Now, there's been a lot going on with the company. You just made an acquisition, I think, and there's a lot going on in the industry as well. But let's talk about this acquisition.
Well, we have what we acquired, and it was closed in June, was a very competent grouping of four retail stores, and we've since opened a fifth, almost coterminous with the closing, and also another online store with a very solid management team, all of whom have joined the GrowLife enterprise. Just a quality, competent group of personnel, and essentially doubled our revenues. So it's a strong growth move in the same direction that we have been working, and it gives us a bit stronger base to work from.
Well, it's really been interesting, and there's been a lot of talk about this lately, but of course, you know, with everything that's been going on state by state by state, as laws regarding recreational and medical marijuana are changing in favor of that, the federal government has basically said, you know what, we're going to take a laissez-faire approach on this. The Justice Department is not going to get involved with individual state laws on marijuana. That can only be wonderful news for your company.
It is. It's acted to, I think, for the overall sector, and certainly for our company, it's been something of an accelerant, because even at the highest levels of the federal government, some of the negative stigma is being replaced with genuine inquiry about how to proceed with tax and regulate and methodologies, and to get away from the idea of the government controlling something that has been available and used by civilizations for thousands of years.
That's right.
Literally thousands of years. And we could talk about that a little bit more, but it was a good move on the part of the federal government, and it was very interesting to me personally as a person with a background as a federal lawyer, to be able to watch the Senate Judiciary Committee hearings a couple of weeks ago with some of the most senior senators in the Senate, and among the most senior of the federal law enforcement personnel for the Justice Department, talking about cannabis openly without talking about putting people in jail.
Right.
They were frankly talking about a restructuring of consistent with the green light that's been provided to the states to enact responsible legislation. But one of the principal subjects of that Senate Judiciary Committee was one of the financial regulation, and the scenarios that have to be worked out so that everything about the industry is above board. High time. It's a wonderful development, and stunning in some respects if you look at where the industry has come from in the past 70 years.
Yeah.
And we're delighted to be in a position where we're not just joining the industry. We have companies that have brands that have been in place in the United States for 25 years. So
Well, you just launched a website, Cannabis.org, which is a fabulous URL to have, obviously, in this industry. Tell us what folks can find at that website.
Well, Cannabis.org, and we're very, very pleased and proud to actually have that portal available to us, and to have had the opportunity to develop it in a way that we're comfortable with. Our emphasis is on being the go-to location for information about principally medical cannabis.
Okay.
and to give people an opportunity easily to understand the information that's already available and to be able to tell some of their own stories.
Now, people have been noticing your company, GrowLife Incorporated. PHOT is a stock symbol. Stock price has been moving lately. Any comment on that?
We have an excellent team. We have a good plan, and what just about every business that I've ever been involved in wants, we also have excellent timing in our industry. The entire sector has been very active, and we of course think we have one of the better stories to tell, and the investor universe has been very interested.
A little bit of time left in the interview, but we've just walked into the fourth quarter of the year. What can we expect from the company going forward this year and looking into 2014?
Growth, continued full disclosure. We see this next quarter is really our first opportunity to start reporting in a way that consolidates all of the acquisitions. Our principal story is one of growth, continued financial responsibility, and principally taking advantage of what we consider as, people talked about the dot-com boom. Well, yeah. We think there's a green boom.
Okay.
And we are active in as many sectors as we can. Principally, it's going to be a growth story for a couple of years, but we're working very hard at responsibly using money and developing a strong earnings story going into the future.
GrowLife Incorporated, PHOT is their symbol. Check out their new website, cannabis.org. Sterling, exciting as always. Thanks so much.
Always nice to see you. Thank you, sir.